Welcome back to Coach's Corner, our final football coaches show this year as Ponca City wrapped up the season last Friday at Owasso, losing 49-21. The Wildcats went 3-7 this year with 3 victories, including a 1-6 district mark. Completing his third year as our head football coach, Rob Fry, and coach, the season came to an end against the runner-up in our district, Owasso, and you knew they had a good team, and they were highly motivated, and we saw the best of Owasso last week.
You're right. I mean, we did. I mean, they've got the whole package. And they've got the linemen that'll block you and stay with you till the whistle blows, and the receivers that'll run routes and block, and the quarterback stands back here and just throws BBs and running back. You know, I don't know if we could caught him in a locked-up closet. So it, you know, but the kids fought hard till the end. So you know, that was it. And you know, we'll. Owasso's got Norman this week, and you know, I'm pulling for our district to do well.
Let me ask you this, because we saw Union Owasso, Stillwater, I think is a team that drew a really tough first-round opponent, but Jinx and Union have dominated this thing. Just on the outside looking in, do you think this is the year maybe somebody besides Jinx or Union wins the state championship?
They got a very good possibility of it, Phil. You know, because we've got some people, some other teams, you know, BA, Owasso, Midwest City, coming in that you know, they're tired of getting second, third, fourth, and you know, getting beaten in the rounds. But you still can't rule out Jinx and Union. I mean, when it comes time for the playoffs, they're going to be there, and you know, that showed last week against Stillwater, Union and Stillwater. So you know, the cards were down a little bit for Union Redskins, and they had to do it, and they've been there, they've done it, and they go out and kick the fire out of Stillwater. So you just, you know, you got to go with those two until it's all over. But I think other people got a chance. I really do.
I do too. I think Midwest City and Broken Arrow to me would be the two big threats to those other two schools, but that'll all play itself out. Well, your ball club ended the season 3-7 this year. You said goodbye to a good senior class. Those juniors and sophomores, you have to have a lot of commitment, don't you, Rob, if you're going to be better next year?
Yeah, that's why I talked to them after the ball game. I mean, you know, just talked to them for a little bit, and we're checking gear in today, and things they've got to do during the off season. First and foremost, we got to get all the kids to go out for different sports. I mean, because if we're going to be any good here in Ponca City at athletics, then all those kids need to be playing. I mean, we cannot specialize in athletics around here. And then second, if they don't go somewhere, they've got to get in that weight room, and they've got to get stronger. They've got to get more discipline, and they've got to get quicker and faster. And you know, because if people don't see it, hadn't seen it for the last 10 weeks, that's, you know, we don't have the speed, we don't have the strength, and you know, we've got to do that.
We do have an off-season football program now. In fact, I think some of your coaches are in charge of that.
Right. It'll be, you know, Coach Snelding, Coach McHenry, Coach Engel, and Coach Baker will be in there, and Coach Fry and Coach LaRue, they'll go on to wrestling. Coach Lamoran will go on to basketball. So we've got 4 coaches in there, and you know, then we'll help out with, you know, anything needs help going through there, and you know, other sports and all that. But they've got to get in there, and they've got to hit the weights, and they've got to, you know, be determined to get bigger and stronger and faster. So I mean, the kids have got to understand that.
We had highlights this year, Rob. The third game of the year, we beat Shawnee, but the Sand Springs game, probably, if you look back at one game where we, you know, you talk about achieving your potential or playing at your peak, and you and I talked, you know, obviously against Owasso or Union, the way Stillwater was on a roll. I'm not sure we could beat those people if we were playing at our peak. But everybody else, you kind of thought if we just played at our peak, and Sand Springs might have been that one game.
Right. I mean, it was the highlight of the year right there. And we come out and played, you know, not quite 48 minutes of great ball, but, you know, 40 minutes anyway. And the kids, you just kept fighting and fighting. But the last half of the season, we did play better. And you know, people were playing, and you know, that we just didn't get the W's. But you know, if we could have played like that all year long, no telling what could have happened. I mean, you know, it's just one of those deals. But that's in the past, so it's over. We've got to forget it and go on.
People can say what they want, but Bixby made the playoffs out of our district, and we were an eyelash away from beating
Correct.
them. We were an eyelash away from beating Bartlesville. So, you know, you don't make the playoffs, and your record is what it is. But we had some opportunities, and we were, I think, in a talent standpoint, Coach, we were a little closer than we've been.
Right. I mean, especially offensively. I mean, you know, we put some points on the board and put some yardage out there. You know, defensively, we just get out athlete. We don't have the speed out there. We can't, you know, you can't really coach the speed. I mean, it's a God-given thing. You either got it or you don't have it, and you know, we can get you stronger and faster and quicker. But you know, a lot of that just straight run of speed. It's not there. You know, but you know, the Bartlesville was probably the lowest point of the year. Right. You know, and then the kids didn't quit. They come back and they started playing, and you know, so you just got to give the kids a pat on the back and hug their neck and say see you and good luck in basketball and wrestling and baseball and swimming and whatever else they're going to do.
It's crazy. Bartlesville did that to Enid.
Right.
They did that to us. They did the same thing, almost identical, in the last week of the season. So Bartlesville has the satisfaction of knocking Enid out of the playoffs. We have the satisfaction of knocking Sand Springs out of the playoffs, and a team with our same record, Bixby, goes into the state football playoffs.
Right.
Boss, I appreciate it this year
well,
of doing the radio and the TV
always
with
a pleasure. You and Chris do a great job here, and you know, I just wish we had some more W's for you all, but it didn't work out.
Well, we've got a banquet coming up at the end of this month, and we'll see you then. Rob, special thanks to you for joining us each week as we talk Ponca football on Coach's Corner.